Okay folks, I decided we'll go to the church later. We're across Route 559 from all the ruins. This is the preserve across the street I was talking about, which preserves quite a bit of the village site on the south bank of the river. Walk up the roadside here and I'll take you into the further into the woods and the village site. Alright, we're back, and now we're in the Johns Woods Preserve across the street from the Weymouth Furnace site. We're looking at the Great Egg Harbor River. There's some beautiful pitch pines across the river over there. Very large oak tree right here. Try to get a little further away so you can see it. How about that? Of course, it was probably planted when the village was being lived in. It's at least 150 years old. I don't know if my finger was covering the microphone or not. I hope you heard me. This tree was probably planted when the village was being lived in. It's probably 150 years old. There were two of these trees here. The other one fell a long time ago. Here's the stump. They were identical in size to each other, these two trees. See, there's quite a bit of it left on the ground there. Nice red cedar right there in front of us. The trail was diverted around the downed tree. And because it being the village site, this woods is full of non-native trees. Near the mansions, there were two mansions in this village. Near the mansions, one can find bald cypress trees, at least one anyway, and an eastern hemlock, and what else? European larch. There's a beautiful view right there, with some pitch pines directly across the river. Right in between there. A beautiful tiny little clump of pincushion moss right there. Trying to get some river views here. The river in this area, the river snakes around quite a bit with almost right angle turns. And there's an older oak tree right there. Not as old as the other two, but interesting red cedar. right here. A red cedar is a juniper, completely different from an Atlantic white cedar. They're not related, at least not closely. Eastern red cedar, as I say, is a juniper. Atlantic white cedars prefer water or wet ground. There's a nice view down the river. How about that? Beautiful, beautiful. I could say it's my favorite place, but I could say that about many places in the Pine Barrens. Nice wide trail here. Very easy to stay on. It does dead end, heading westerly. The river is always to our right. This is a tulip tree right here in front of us. As I say, there are a lot of non-native trees in here. Very interesting woodland. There are also the foundations and cellar holes to the mansions, which I mentioned earlier. A lot of young tulip trees here. There's a white oak. To me, they have distinctive bark. There's some holly trees. American holly. Now we are further up the trail a little bit, and there is a cedar swamp in front of me. Of course, that's Atlantic white cedar. Very beautiful tree. Usually grows in thick stands. Gets to be tall and straight. There's a tulip tree right there with seed pods. This is the section of woods where we can find the bald cypress, eastern hemlock, European larches, and so on. Okay, I gotta steady the camera. Sorry about that. There's an interesting looking maple up ahead. Clearly out of place for the Pine Barrens. Okay, let's see if I can find the bald cypress quickly. Of course, the bald cypress loses its needles every winter, every fall, that is. They do have a distinctive shape and a distinctive appearance in the winter. I don't see it yet. Here's another, over here there's another maple. Which kind of maple, I don't know. Nice American holly right here next to it, a clump of it. With pretty berries.